Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, back from the very busy holiday season. First and foremost, a happy new year to all of you. Hope you had a great time on vacation, spending time with family and friends, or doing whatever it is you enjoy doing during the holiday season, such as eating and stuffing your face. For the first video of the year, I thought I would talk about my top 5 most anticipated games of 2019. They will be in no particular order, but just games that I'm generally excited to play. All the links to the games, websites, and details and stuff like that will be in the description down below, and you'll see some trailers for those games while I'm talking about them. So without further ado, let's get stuck right into this. So Anthem is a very highly anticipated game for me, releasing on February 22nd, 2019 and being developed by BioWare. It is more than likely aimed to be a direct competition to Destiny, with some grindy leveling elements, some MMORPG elements, and of course an open world game in which you can play co-op with your mates in dungeons, fighting bosses, and more. It falls right in the type of game I enjoy, being a big fan of World of Warcraft back in the day. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to play the closed alpha, but definitely looking forward to the beta/demo that should be coming sooner rather than later. This brand new IP could be the saving grace for BioWare following the very controversial Mass Effect Andromeda, which was released way too early, but then again, no surprise there when EA is the publisher. Hopefully they gave this game the time it needed to be great, and it can live up to the hype. Next we have Cyberpunk 2077, a huge open world, story-driven RPG game being developed by none other than CD Projekt Red, the devs behind the Witcher series. I expect this game to have a huge amount of lore and interesting stories, as well as being quite polished, with a quite promising single-player campaign in which you play the role of a gun for hire on the rise, as well as a multiplayer aspect. This is a type of game in which you can sink in many hours and probably not get bored. So I'm definitely looking to get immersed in this futuristic setting. Next up, we have Ready or Not. This game is shaping up to be an intense hardcore shooter. Being developed by Void Interactive, Ready or Not is focused on realism and immersion. It puts you in the shoes of an elite SWAT team deployed in intense hostile situations. I've been getting into hardcore tactical shooters more and more this past year, with games such as Escape from Tarkov and even Insurgency Sandstorm, thus why this game has piqued my interest. The info on the game is very sparse, with only 3 dev blogs as of yet. However, they do talk a lot about the mechanics and complexity of the game. It will have 8-player co-op, which is awesome. I'm a sucker for a co-op game, a PvP mode, as well as a single-player mode in which you are the SWAT team leader and control the supposedly very advanced AI friendlies. Definitely a game to look forward to. Next, we have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So information for this Star Wars game is incredibly sparse, with nothing more than a video showcasing some motion capture and a teaser from the developer, Respawn's the ones behind Titanfall. From what we know so far, it will be set shortly after Revenge of the Sith, in which you play a surviving Padawan during dark times in the Star Wars universe. Set to release in holiday season 2019, it's definitely a single-player game to look forward to. I'm sure Respawn will do the Star Wars universe justice in that we don't get something like Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is better now, but upon launch still failed to deliver on the Star Wars IP. So hopefully Respawn does an excellent job, but if we can base ourselves off the Titanfall 2 campaign, I'm pretty sure this game is going to be awesome. And last, but certainly not least, The Division 2. I'm sure you all know that Ubisoft are the developers behind this IP. I failed to actually play the original Division other than the open beta, as my PC back then was less than desirable. So if you don't know what The Division is whatsoever, it's a shooter RPG with a campaign, co-op, and PvP. The Division 2 is set in DC, and Ubisoft seems to be set to improve upon what was lacking in the previous game, such as endgame content, and of course the PvP system, which wasn't all that great. As I said earlier, I am a sucker for co-op games, and it seems like 2019 will be the year for me. The Division 2 will be releasing on March 15th, 2019, and if Ubisoft's recent games and game support is anything to base ourselves off of, we are in for a good one. So that's it for my top 5 most anticipated games of 2019 so far. I didn't want to drag the video on for too long. I know there are many more awesome games that are set to come out this year, such as Hell Let Loose, Death Stranding, which is a PS4 exclusive, Metro Exodus, and many more. Make sure to let me know what games you are most looking forward to in 2019 and which ones you think I should also keep my eyes on. Don't forget to hit the like button while you're down there, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.